almost nowhere, and we're on the Appalachian Trail. And we just got to the top of a Blood Mountain, and we're gonna find out a spot to set up camp for tonight. We're using the StarLink. If you're curious how I'm actually able to go live, so thanks to the StarLink right here. It's kind of foggy, I know. I need to get everything situated, but you're gonna get to see like what a real backpacking trip actually looks like when you're after you're hiking and everything. So, well, let me show you like what I've already scouted out the area. The area looks pretty decent. I wanted an open area so I could go ahead and connect to StarLink. And there's a spot right in here. We'll go in here. Let's see. Bring my pack in. And I think we're going to set up shop right over here. Yeah. So I think this is where we're actually going to set up camp for tonight. Let's see if I can go ahead and give us a little bit more power. The flashlight. There we go. Now you guys can see a little bit better. And I got my trekking pole out here, so let me grab my trekking pole, and hopefully no one steals the StarLink. So I don't know if you've ever heard of the Appalachian Trail. It's kind of famous, at least out in the East Coast in the United States. But this is where we are, and we're actually at the south terminus, pretty much, of the AT. Let me go ahead and push you guys back a little bit further so you can actually see what I plan on doing. Again, this is actually pretty hard to film. I'm looking, I'm thinking, I'm gonna see if I can actually put the camera right on my trekking pole. It's actually one of the ways that I film when I'm out there backpacking. But I am going to be using the hammock tonight. And if you guys have any questions while the stream is live, feel free to ask. I got rained on a little bit this morning. This afternoon walking up here. Oh, a giant slug. Oh my gosh, that thing is huge. The amount of like frogs and toads and this squirmy stuff I see up here. It's freaking gross. Really gross. Oh, okay, well, I'm trying to adjust my trekking pole so it actually stays up when I put a little pressure on it, because I'm trying to stick it into the ground. Where I am is pretty much all rock. That's why I decided to try to use the hammock. I kind of wish that I brought something else, like a tent. But this will do. So I'm wondering if this is actually coming out decent. All right. Okay. I'm going to actually take the camera, put it on my trekking pole right now. Hopefully we can get a better angle so you guys aren't so far away. Okay. I think that's going to work. All right, so we got my tree set up. Right here's my pack. So I'm gonna undo my pack. It's kind of foggy up here. It's like whenever I'm like looking towards the camera, it becomes like, see that? It becomes kind of foggy. So again, we're dealing with the true nature out here. I don't get the satisfaction of setting up lighting over there or doing all this nice. Oh, there's a daddy long legs. So let's just set this thing up, and hopefully I'm looking behind me because I heard someone up over there. I was like, hello, and then all of a sudden I heard this hello. Kind of weirded me out. All right, so I got the hammock. This is actually too close right here. That's actually really close, unless I go up there. I think I'm going to actually use a tree behind there to start my slinging the hammock. Ugh. So this is what we're using. We're using some straps for the backpacking trip for the hammock, and I'm gonna put this along up on the tree over here. You're not gonna be able to see this part. I'll try to film the other part because I'm gonna go off into behind the tree back here, and I think this is actually going to be a decent hang. I'm hoping. Never camped out here before. I mean, I've camped on Blood Mountain before. I've hiked the whole Georgia section a couple times of the Appalachian Trail. Say that a couple times really fast. Appalachian Trail. But if I want views, you gotta climb up to the mountains. I don't like this camping next to the rivers, even though rivers are nice and all, but I want the views. The views. About the views. How's it going? Thanks for joining me live. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything in chat. Okay. Not cool enough to have anything in chat. It's all right. Okay, so I'm going to take one part of the hammock. This is going to be the head side. So I'm going to take this and connect it on this piece over here. And geez, you really can't see anything. It's so dark out here. And I'm going to stretch out the hammock. Actually, I want the head side to be up over here. It seems like it's going to be less bugs. Over here seems pretty buggy, like there's slugs and stuff. Everything's all wet and kind of gross. So we'll touch the head over there. I should remember red is head. I just haven't used the hammock in such a long time. I forget. I feel like I'm hearing something out there. I don't want to hear anything. Okay. What? Here goes my light. Okay. Now, kind of give you an idea. Yep, I'm missing my tripod. That's for sure. Okay, so got the hammock connected up here. And you kind of want it a little bit higher than normal. And I'm using the Dutch half width. Has half of a bug net. And I'm going to take a quick little sit in it. Seat. Let's see. And we're going to see how good the hang is. All right. Wow. I'm sorry. Just the filming is just awful. Can't get a... You would think like it's dark or something. Can't get a good camera view. So I'm just double checking, see if I want this set up like this. So I'm doing some adjustments. Doing the hammock, there's always adjustments. And you kind of want your feet higher. So I don't know if I like that. I think I'm gonna bring up the feet a little bit higher. It actually sounds like a great idea. Yo, yo, yo. The hammock is made. Yes. Got rain on a little bit hiking up here. Not too bad. But to be honest, it's so humid out here. It just felt like like you're just walking in sweat anyways. Uh, Josh, how's the quality? Pretty decent. I know you would be honest with me. I'm gonna set up the rain fly just in case if it rains. This is a Cuban fiber hammock gear rain fly with doors. Very good, solid. What hammock is it? What's the material? Geez, Josh, I have no idea. I bought this before I was before I got into Z-Pack's tents, but I do know that it was the lightest material on Dutchware, and I looked at his website, and it looks like they still sell the half wit, even though he doesn't advertise it that much anymore. I wish that he would. I really enjoy the half wit, and what makes it the half wit is this bug net. I don't know if you can see that. I'm kind of shining a light on it, but it's half of a bug net. When you don't want it, you can go ahead and recess it and bring it back. But this was the lightest one, the lightest material that he offered, and I don't think they've came out with much lighter since then. I did try to go as light as possible, but let's be honest, I think tents are just lighter once you add up everything. I think my lightest tent system at 20 degrees is lighter than my hammock at 20 degrees. So I want to give you some details what I'm doing, because I think some of this cool stuff is going on. I'm not even showing it. Let's see, light. Oh, okay, that's actually coming out pretty nice. Let's go ahead and flip it. Okay, and turn on this light right here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm connecting. This is my rain fly, and connecting this piece right here, and then you tighten it up right over here, and so you don't have to go ahead and tie a knot, which is really nice. And right there's the hammock going all the way over to this tree, and it would have been so much easier if I had a tent. I could just set it up right here, but nope. This is what we're rocking. This actually looks pretty decent on this looking, well, because instead of doing a selfie mode, I can actually see the hammock on the screen. So I think I'm going to film it like this for now, as long as my trekking pole stays up. Again, oh Jesus, it's getting ready to fall. I should have brought my my tripod. I just wanted to go light. I had to go light. Okay. And this battery is almost dead, it seems like. I'll have to charge this a little bit later tonight. No biggie. Oh, I was setting up my little rain fly. So I'm gonna attach this right here, and then I'll deploy it once I have it set up. Now, if this was raining, what you would want to do is first set up your rain fly. I used to be a pro at this. Now it feels like I'm like a newbie. Okay, got this nice and tight. And now we're going to go ahead and deploy it. Bring this all the way up. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this end a little bit more. And again, I just have to pull on it. No knots. Okay. And we'll pull out my 10 stakes and stake this out. Now I'm not going to stick it all out because then it's going to block the view. But what I will do is stake out at least the back side. And if I can set this up in a way so I can put it in porch mode, I will. So, okay, so we're getting a little stuck over here. It looks like I got some of the tie outs tangled up. Believe it or not, this hammock, this rain fly actually kind of smells a little weird. It almost has like that syrup smell. I hate that smell. It almost smells like pee. All right. I found some grass. Let's go ahead and tighten this thing up. Okay. So we got one spot tied up. And I don't know if it's going to rain tonight, but seeing that you are up in the mountains, there could be like a quick little rinse on you, and that could like crush your night. So you always want to set it up. Wow, I have a tangle mess. There we go. So I know it's Friday night. I hope everyone's doing fine. Okay. I got a bee or something. Fly flying around my face. That's always unpleasant. Yeah. Wow, I think I should have brought the tent. Oh. Ow. Okay. So is there a way that I can deploy this well? Let's see. I guess not really. I'm pretty close to this tree. This is almost a bad idea. I can show you in a minute why I say it's a bad idea. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. Human fiber tent. Smells funny when I first use them in the first couple of minutes. Yeah. How big is it? So this is the standard size, Josh, right here. And I have the bigger size, the Winter Palace, at home. And usually Josh, Mick, and I, we take that. But this is just the standard size. And I got all the tie outs right here for it. And I'm just going to flip over this side for now. And it has doors too, like these things right here. So if I wanted to, I could stake this part out right over here. I probably won't. But why I say it's kind of a tight fit, because there's not really a good set of trees. I could go from maybe that tree, see that tree right there, and maybe hang to this spot. And that might be a better idea than trying to fit in between these two trees right here. So I should probably make that decision now. Here to there. I'm actually going to go to about this height. Well, I don't think this is going to be a bad setup. It's kind of tight though, because these two trees are kind of squished together. Well, Let me put this back on the tripod, and I think I will go ahead and I just don't really want to make the switch. And I'm kind of lazy. You know what? I'm not going to. Forget it. Forget it. We're not going to. I ain't got time for that. I need to make some freaking dinner. Whoa. Hang on there. Okay. But I can show you the view that I have. I will start dinner in a minute. Actually, tonight, there's somewhat of a view. So right here's the StarLink, but I guess it's still kind of too foggy out here for anything. But you can see like some lights way out there, and some lights way out there. Wow. Maybe not a view. Oh well. Hopefully by tomorrow morning I'll get a view. I just can't believe how freaking dark it is. This is kind of a crappy spot. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some water boiling. I don't know. Should I? This is tight. Am I gonna want to stay in this? Yeah, I'm moving this. It's like, but it shouldn't rain tonight, which is a good thing. And we're gonna take, let's see, I think it might be easier if I take this end first. So I'm gonna just try to hang it without moving the whole, taking the hammock off. So I'm gonna bring it and try to connect it to this tree right next to it. I'll need a little bit more slack. Yeah, let's go ahead and give myself a little bit more strap to work with. And this should work a lot better. I'm already happy that I'm making this change now, because I just know that sometime like in the middle of the night, I probably would want to change. So let me adjust this. I'm just trying to loosen that up a little bit. And I'm going to have to tighten the side. But first, let me put this back on the other tree. What's that saying? Measure twice, cut once. Yeah. This kind of applies to this. I know that it's touching the ground. Not great. I hope this works. I really do. It already feels like it's too close. Okay, tighten this up. Yeah, this already seems like it's way too close, doesn't it? I wonder if I could go oh yeah, this is not gonna be good. Let's see if I can go up higher, up here. And I might want to switch, put my head up this side, and get away from this vegetation. I don't like being too close to the plants. This means more spiders. So I'm gonna grab this side and do the flip-flop. At least I didn't set up the whole hammock and put on the underquilt and stuff. Could be worse. Could be raining. So this is all part of backpacking, making your adjustments. And again, this is why hammocks are kind of difficult, because they're pretty finicky. Ugh, see, I almost don't like that either. Okay. Okay, making some weird noises. Alright. This is definitely not a good hang. This isn't tight right here. The end is way up there. I'm gonna be sleeping like a banana if I set it up like that. Okay. Blood Mountain. What up, Jennifer? Sounds interesting. Hey, Coach. How y'all doing this evening? I'm trying to set up my hammock. It's not going so swell. I wonder if I should go somewhere else. Is this? Maybe I can fit it back over there. Then I'm still dealing with the same problem, but maybe. Okay. Jeez, I don't want to go way back here again. I should have went with my gut. There was another campsite that I saw, but I gave it up and came out here instead. Okay, I need more slack over here. You know what? This actually might work. This is, I don't know where I want my head tonight. So how's everyone doing this evening? Okay. Does that look decent? That's a little bit better. That's not quite the hang that you want, but at least I'm not touching this. Let's go a little bit lower on this side and away from the vegetations. And then I'm going to tighten it up over here. And this is probably the only reason why I don't recommend doing hammocks if you're new to backpacking, because it's a lot of like pull and tug and trying to figure out which is the best setup. And it's a huge like learning curve versus, you know, if you get a tent, you just set it up, follow directions, and you just try to find something in this level. This might work. Oh, jeez, my feet seem really high. Yeah, my feet seem really high. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna adjust this. I wonder if that is that gonna be good? Seems awful low. Whoa, hey, yo. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Okay. I don't know. Freaking awful. Not happy with it. Let's see if I can go higher up on this. Man, remind me next time when I'm packing up my gear, don't bring the hammock or the spider tent. Even though Josmic loves the hammock. Okay. Alright. Again, doing the test. There's actually this can work. I'm okay with that. Won't get a true test till I actually put my feet up in it. But I don't want to take my shoes off because everything's muddy. And we're gonna put on the underquilt. And I'm gonna check the chat in just 1 second. This thing's a mess. I can't really look at chat and not get messed up on this. And the underquilt. Oh, great. Dumping my sleeping bag. I swear, I'm usually a lot better at this, but usually I don't pick crappy trees like this. This is really bad trees. But again, I'm on top of a mountain trying to get a view. And it is something that I'm gonna battle through tonight. Okay. So if I was making like a regular video, I would definitely not film this right here. I'd find some really good trees to set up and make this look so much easier. Instead, let's go ahead and make it look very difficult. And show you how difficult a hammock can be. All right. I'm trying to adjust my rain fly. So the way that I have my system is it's with these Dutch, I think they're called like wasps or something. And if you have it on one side, you got to go to the other side and just find like the right amount so it covers the whole hammock. And what you're looking for is that it covers. So this is my hammock right here, and you want this to go at least 6 inches. When you push down, you want it to be able to cover on both ends. So both ends look like they clear just fine. Now I can go ahead and start deploying the rainfly. Again, looks like it's gonna be a late dinner tonight. Just gonna hang these up. So I'm gonna put in my tent stakes. I'm just glad that the StarLink is working pretty decent. That makes me really happy. It makes me really happy because it made hiking up here worth it, you know. I'm just adjusting my other tie out. I'm just finding a good spot. Okay. And we'll tie out this spot over here. And justice. Oh, perfect. And will this one be affected? Not too bad. I'm okay with that. Okay. Not too bad at all. And I'm going to show you like what I'm doing with the tie outs. I think these tie outs are pretty important. Okay, so the tie outs that I'm using are these. These are really nice. You get them from Z-Packs. And you do need a smaller cordage. And what's nice about these, you can just, whatever length it is, you just zoom it up and makes it nice and tight. The only flaw about having this like this is, say if you move your tent stake right here, and now you go to tighten it up. Actually, well, if you go to tighten it up, sometimes you come up too close to that. I'm hearing something. Okay, so we're gonna bring this back to the normal area. Just give me a little bit more head space. And that's pretty tight right there. Okay. Do you have mountains that go above tree line? Not really, Josh. Like this is like what we have, and like it I mean, it sucks, man. Do you have stuff that goes above tree line out in Minnesota? Let's see. I'm looking for my tripod. I had one. I'm gonna grab my trekking pole. I'm actually gonna put. Oh, right there's my tripod. I'm gonna put this in porch mode. Okay. So I'm gonna loosen this up. And then we're gonna come down and get this nice and tight. Now we're in porch mode. Okay. So now I can actually hang out under here. It's all because I have the trekking pole going through here and it's kind of anchored in. So I can go ahead and go in porch mode. So it's about dinner time. Let's make some food. And yeah, let's see what we have. None that go near tree line. Most will say that we don't. Yeah. If you need to make the guy line shorter, just tie a loop. Oh, that's actually a great idea, Josh. You know, I never thought of that. You're right. Like, if I wanted to, if I couldn't, yeah, you're right. I could just tie it in. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Look at that. You learn something new every single day. Whoops. Okay. Let's go ahead and boil some water for some dinner. All right. And I'm gonna start charging one of my devices because I didn't charge it when I got home last week. Are these charged? Yeah, these are pretty decent. I didn't charge my light. This is what I typically use for filming. Here we go. It's charging. All right. We're using an alcohol stove tonight. I'll just move my battery over there. I bet I still have alcohol in this from last time. Let's see. Ow. That kind of hurt my hand. Nope. Okay. Oh, a little bit. No. All right. So we're going to splash a little water in here. Let me go ahead and rinse it out. Looks like there's some stuff in here from last time. So I actually got to fill this up kind of high because it's so narrow. And put some alcohol right in here. That's good enough. I'm going to place this. Just make sure that that's good. Okay. There we go. We got a light. I'm going to let this get to a boil. I'm going to put this right around for a couple of reasons. It's a windscreen, and hopefully when the fire goes, it's not going to have the flame come up over here and like have the handle so hot. So hopefully the fire comes up around the side. I'm just checking out the comments on the same guideline setup. Oh, you got the same. So you got the same. Oh no, guidelines like these kind of guidelines, right, Josh? I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. How far away is your water source? Water source is a couple miles away. Like I can go maybe like 2 miles this way or 2 miles that way, and I can find water. So that's why I have 3 liters of water up here. But I should be fine with 3 liters, to be honest. This should get me all the way back tomorrow. But that's getting to a boil. Let's prep the food. So I actually want to eat something decent. Oh, I'm actually thinking about, did I forget something? Let me see if I forgot it. No, it's in here. Okay. It's going to be like, I think I forgot my spoon. So we're going to do some mountain homes. Some chicken fajita. Has 560 calories, 84 grams of protein, 1,300 sodium. Fat has 20 grams. I'm okay with all this. Oh, it smells good. It smells so good. So, it looks like the cup is doing pretty decent. I don't like how narrow this cup is. On Wednesday, I'm going to do some live experiments where I'm going to be testing like the surface and the different heights of using an alcohol stove. And based on my data that I've recorded before, the narrow, like this is a lighter can that I typically use. This is the 450 milliliter Tokes, and I typically use a 550 milliliter, and that just works perfect for what I do for backpacking. I usually just boil water, and I dump it in here, and then I boil a set of water to drink like tea or something. So I'm only using 1 cup, and that's how I typically do my backpacking. But these cups are a little bit more narrow, and I don't get as much surface space when I'm getting the boil. So I've noticed that has a factor. Oh. Let me get my little ground pad out, because that's where I'm gonna be keeping my feet and my shoes and stuff. I call it more like my organizer. Kind of do the same thing for like when I'm even tent camping. And let's see. I'm gonna grab my other clothes and put them right into my hammock, because I'm probably gonna switch into those a little bit later tonight. Seeing that I didn't bring a sleeping bag, just a sleeping bag liner. And this should work just fine. It's not, like if I look at the temperature right now, it's like 65, which isn't bad. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. I'm just catching up on the chat stuff. Add some olive oil. You can get them from Subway. Oh, that's actually a great idea. I usually ask Subway, but so you don't feel obligated. Yeah, that's a great idea. Really? So you get the olive oil, and that's an additional 80 calories. I like that, and that's lightweight plus it's flavor. I like that a lot. It's a good idea. I could also use that olive oil with my couscous, because I love couscous when I'm backpacking too. I'm gonna put my puffy in here. I don't think I'll need it tonight. And my hat, gloves, and everything else. And that's gonna just stay in here. Let me pull out my water bottles. Seeing that this is gonna be camp for tonight. Do I have anything in here? No, it's TP. Okay. Keys. Okay. So that's good. I'm all set with that. That's all deployed. Got my water bottles. Seeing it, I'm not going to be locking down the doors. I'll just put my rest of my 10 sticks away. And I gotta head. Yeah. I keep my stuff. Okay. Alright. Still don't have a boil. I don't know how long we've been washing this thing for. Almost a boil. I do like the style of this cup though. That's one thing I will say about this cup. Yeah, I put this shit on everything. Sounds like that yeah, Frank's commercial. Josh, are you eating ice cream, by the way? I bet you are, man. Okay. Josh, do you ever use a hammock when you're out there backpacking, or mainly just a tent? Nope, I'm out. It's on my mind though. Alright. So we're just gonna go out here and check out on everything while that's trying to get to a boil. Tomorrow morning, this is gonna be a great view. So I got the StarLink over there. I'm really liking the StarLink setup that I have. Some company is sending me another battery for the StarLink, which I'm excited to test out. And it has 150 watts with this new battery that they're going to send out to me, and it's double the capacity of this battery right here. So I am interested in checking it out, and it's half the cost. That's the big selling point. It's half the cost of this one. Where's the battery? Oh, it's down here. Yeah, it says I still have like almost 2 hours of this right here. That's crazy. I do like that battery. This is a really good setup. I'm happy with it. Blood Mountain. No, I don't have time. Bought a Grand Truck Nano hammock, lightweight with Dutch gear straps. Yeah, welcome to Blood Mountain. If you look it up on the Appalachian Trail, it's really popular. And when I was up and over there, I was walking around the shelter, and I was like, like, it's made out of stone. I don't know. I don't think the Wi-Fi will get me all the way over there. But I was like walking. I was like, hello. And then all of a sudden I heard this voice, hello. And I'm like, there was someone sleeping on top of the rock above the shelter. Kind of freaked me out. Me being me, I was like, hey, how's it going? You sleeping up there? Yeah, I just wanted to say hi. Okay, so I'm guessing that went to a boil. We just missed it. It's still hot, so we're gonna still use it. You don't necessarily need for it to go to a full boil. And from my experience, it's always nice to go a little less water in these little mountain homes. Okay. Let's go ahead and mix that up. See, that actually looks pretty good right there. What up, noodles? It's I don't. It says it's the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. That's false. It's not the. It's the highest point on the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. I think the highest part on the Appalachian Trail is Clemens Dome in the Smoky Mountains. And then there's always Mount Washington, but that's actually not that high. It's just very windy up there. Probably the most extreme weather you can possibly get. So I do want to make some tea. But if you guys ever want to watch and you have like 20 minutes just to, I don't know, maybe when you're waking up, making coffee or something, there's a video that I have. I'm up here at Blood Mountain, and it dropped down to 5 degrees. I was in a hammock. That tastes good. I was in a hammock, and I was with a meetup group. That's when I used to run meetup groups all the time. And I tried taking an alcohol stove out there. Yeah, you don't want to bring an alcohol stove when the weather's that bad. But it's one of my favorite videos. And the scenery is just so beautiful because everything's kind of like frozen. And I made it probably like 7 years ago. It's a good video if you got time. Like, well, you're like sitting at the can or just trying to go to bed. I used to really enjoy making those kind of videos. They just take so much time to record and edit. They take me over a month to do all the editing. I mean, it's totally worth it, but when you only get like maybe 70 views after a month's worth of work is not really worth it. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit right there, and we're gonna make some tea too. 5 degrees. Yeah, that's flipping scary. Yeah, it was definitely cold. I had to do like jumping jacks. I had to do push-ups. Probably one of my scariest times backpacking was on Christmas Eve. Seeing that I just moved down to Georgia, I didn't really know a lot of people. I came up backpacking and I stayed at Tree Mountain, and made a fun little Christmas video. And it got so cold, my water was frozen. So in the morning, I couldn't have coffee. And the whole time, I'm trying to film some stuff for backpacking in a Christmas theme. So I'll bring like Christmas presents. I brought I did all this extra stuff that I even dressed up as Santa Claus in the video. But it got so cold, I got out of and it started snowing in Georgia on Christmas, which is amazing. But I was so cold, I hopped out of my hammock. I had every single piece of clothing that I had, walked to the shelter on Tree Mountain, looked in the shelter, snow is going everywhere. And I'm like, do I set up my hammock in here? And the wind was just blowing so much into the shelter. I went back, and this is when I was using this setup right here. And I pinched down the doors and just woke up freezing, water frozen. I had work out and do some exercises for about 20 minutes before I could actually do anything. It was cold. Josh P, are you eating your ice cream? He mentioned earlier. wait. At times tonight has, yeah, it does kind of like resemble Blair Witch out here. Yeah, it gets a little freaky. I like it, especially like when you're like walking around like this. All right, we're gonna let that boil, let that settle for a minute. Oh. So we're supposed to have a view over here. I was thinking I could potentially set up the hammock on this tree to that tree. But when I came over here, it was just too much of a risk reward, and you fall down, hurt yourself, but it would have been a great view in the morning. Another spot that I was thinking about camping at is right over here. I just didn't know if I would get service over here. Let's see. It's somewhere over here. Whoa. Did I go down there? No. I think it's over in these bushes. See, I didn't know if the StarLink would... Oh, hold on. Turn it back to -3. Oh. Turn it back to -31 to -32 mark. And now see a hammock blooper. So I think if you go back here, back down here, now I might lose service because the what is it? StarLink is up there, and I'm going below the StarLink, and this is all rock. I'll see if it starts to lose service. But this was going to be a great spot back here. Yeah, I can. Oh. Yeah, I lost service as soon as I walked down there. And that's the only reason why I didn't set up my hammock down there. A lot better spot. So there was a great spot. It's just the StarLink wasn't gonna work down there. But here we are. Ooh, let's go down here. Okay. Oh. I'm starving, guys. I'm washing it now. Hey, we got a boil. Oh, is that a T-bird? T-bird made it? Nice. What up, T? Alright. Okay, let's add some tea to this? Let's add some tea to this. I cracked myself up. Bad joke. Bad. Okay, we're gonna go with some ginger. Okay, so far I'm kind of liking this little cup, but I'll have to have a little bit more experience using it. So I'm keeping my trash out for now. I don't have a spot to throw away my trash till I eat the mountain homes. I'm so freaking hungry. It's almost going on 11. Okay. Let's check in on this food. So, this is what chicken fajita looks like. Alright. No Josmic. No, she's working tomorrow morning. So, no Josmic. Let's see. This should be charged up enough. Okay, there we go. Alright. Can I hang this light? Whoa. All right. Let's this isn't awkward at all. Okay. All right. Well, let's go in for a bite. See how it tastes. Yep. Pretty spicy. It's good. This is really good. Spider. Yeah, Mountain Homes is so good. Mountain Homes. The best of the best. This and chicken dumplings. Oh my gosh, I could eat it almost every. Oh, and then chili mac. Oh man. And then there's beef stroganoff. Oh yeah. So many good flavors. So many good flavors. Can set this up. Go back and actually sit down. almost like I'm a little too high. It's good. That's hot. This is what I needed, for real. Thinking tomorrow's gonna be a beautiful view. I'm excited. It seems like the past couple of nights we've been out backpacking, like every Friday night. I swear we have not got a single view. It's been all like foggy, wet, rainy. It's been awful. I think I have like a 3-mile hike tomorrow. All downhill. You can hear an airplane. Oh, by the way, hey, y'all need to follow Noodles. She has a channel, guys. She has a channel, like she does like these videos of these clouds. Y'all need to check that stuff out. It has like really good music. Y'all should definitely check it out. Everyone should subscribe to Noodles. Oh, and Jennifer has a YouTube channel too. And by the way, Zach changed his name. He's not going by Zach anymore. It's funny. It's like he left a comment just to say like, I've evolved. Zach is funny. He actually pissed off one of the people that were in the chat on Wednesday. I told him, don't worry about it. I go, Zach's is a bot. They're going at it. No, I'll just drop some food. They're going at it hardcore. It's pretty good. Thing it expires in April 2054. So, what's that, like 20 years? No, it's like 30 years. Holy. That's so good. I know I'm not really doing a whole lot except for eating. But I just need this. I need this food. Mm-mm-mm. Aqua. That's good. Almost done. Oh yeah, I'm feeling full. Mm. Eating every single last drop. Wrong plate. Gotta chew first. Yep. Mm-mm. Do some dishes. Mm. That's dishes. Dishes are done. Oh wow, that was good. I hit the spot. Now I can throw this garbage away. It's kind of a high seat. Can't really sit in it that well. Oh, oh, what's going on? Yep, something's going on. Mm-mm. So running. Okay. Well, let's go check. Let's see if StarLink is actually up and running. Oh. Okay. Okay, it looks like it's up and running now. Let's see. Okay. I don't know why. I thought you were in Green Bay, T-Bird. Sorry. I live in New York. Thank you, Coach. Hey, I'm just reading this. Yeah, send me the link, Coach. I'll subscribe. I will. I don't think Amazon has them yet. Uh, where do you get them? Amazon. They have the best. I'm just trying to catch up on the saves in bulk, Mount Homes, yada yada yada. Okay. Cool. You new man after I just ate. We got some water. I think I'm gonna grab some extra food. There was some trees over here. Man, I am stuffed, but I just want to eat more. Maybe there's not any more trees over here. They're just bushes. There's a campsite up over here. We'll see how far I can walk away from StarLink. But I thought I saw some spots over here. Over here, let's see. Yeah, up and over here. Check this out. See, if I had my tent. Okay. Oh. Hammock spot. A hidden hammock spot. Right down there. One time, back in my adventurous beginning days, when I did a 21 miles in 3 days. I actually camped down there. Back in my earlier days where I didn't know anything about anything. Pack probably weighed about 35 pounds. Oh, guys, you see that? Oh, this is why I get freaked out. Oh my gosh. Look at that son of a, oh my God. I freaking hate those things. Snap me Slim Jim. Oh, that thing's furry. Oh. Oh my gosh, what kind of spider is that? Let me go to the other side. Looks like I lost connection. I got too far away. I'm gonna bring the StarLink. I gotta show you. Did you guys see any of that spider that I was looking at? Yeah, I'm gonna bring the StarLink. This spider was gnarly. I mean, he gave me the creepers. All right. Okay, we're gonna bring this. And I'm gonna show you something freaky. Hopefully, this will still keep us in service. Because this is the StarLink. This is my internet. Check this thing out. Freaky. All right. Let me put you up over here. Looks like there's some open space. Just put it right here. That's open. Oh, speaking of, we got the little marker right here. 1975. 1975. What else does it say? Anything about Blood Mountain? All right. Okay, let me show you this freaky spider. Oh, this thing's gross. I mean, it makes me want to throw up. This is gross. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. You guys see that? Do you see that? Thing's huge. Don't go back. It might bite you in the neck. I hope not. You see that, Jennifer? That is gross. Look at that thing. And just trying to give you an idea how big that is. See, I don't want to put my hand too close to it. Okay. Oh, oh, oh! Sorry for screaming, people. Thing is like did a whole like. Oh my gosh! Oh, stop laughing. Thing this attacked me. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. This thing moves so freaking fast. Did it not? What kind of spider? What kind of spider is that? Anyone know? You cracked me up. No, that is scary. Is that a one of those like black recluse or brown recluse spiders? I mean, look how fat that thing is. It's a vampire spider. Yeah. Did you pee your pants? Didn't pee. Definitely did something else. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. That is freaky. That is freaky. Yeah. Come over here, moth. Yeah, watch this. We'll bait them. We'll use my headlamp. Yeah, the vampire spider definitely made me doo-doo. Jeez. That was not what I wanted. Thing jumped right at me. Oh my gosh. I think I'd rather see a freaking bear than one of those things. Alright. So I'm gonna have to be quiet. But we're gonna go over there. There's some guy over there sleeping on top of the mountain. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to bring the StarLink, and I'm gonna show you the shelter. Okay. All right. If it starts getting blurry, let me know in the comments because I'm not gonna know. All right. Okay. So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna check out over here. Look at these. Look at that thing. Huge. Okay. Well, it didn't. It started not working over there. Too many trees. Yeah. We're gonna go back over here. Yeah, it's the only thing I don't like about the StarLink. If I start walking underneath trees, I end up losing connection. Even this right here, I can lose connection pretty easily with the StarLink. So at times, I'm sure us, you don't have any issues like this. But out here, just fine. And if you're wondering why I want to be too close to the the plants and the trees, it's because of that huge spider. I mean, that was gross. It must have been probably about that big. Like, it was probably about this leaf right here, like half of that leaf right there. And that's how big that spider was. It had like fur on it. I think it was a brown recluse or whatever, however you say it. Not messing with those. Definitely not messing with those. But it seems like the service is a little bit better out here. I can show you this other lookout area. Let's see. If we go, let's see, I want to make sure. All right, we'll try to carry the StarLink over here, and I can show you another like lookout tomorrow morning. It's going to be epic. Okay, this is how you get lost. So it might buffer up a little bit because I'm starting to go through some trees. Whoa! Dude, they're everywhere. See that? You can't escape these things. Maybe I shouldn't walk at nighttime. That's another one. I almost just walked in that right there. Oh, hell no. We're not walking around on these trails tonight. Not doing it. I don't have my trekking pole to knock down these webs or anything. Those spiders are too gnarly. I bet they try to catch like frogs and stuff. Maybe some lizards. Too big. Wow. It will work under some trees. It takes StarLink Mini some time to map out the tree canopy overhead. It can take hours. Oh, yeah. The longer you get, the better it gets. Wow, I had no idea it actually adapts like that. Way cool. Don't be the first person on the trail in the morning. No, never be the first person. Never be the first person. Those spiders are gnarly too. Well, there is another like lookout, and what that lookout is, there's some like claim that it can actually see Atlanta from here, and you can kind of see some stuff out there in the distance. That's definitely not Atlanta. It might be like Helen. There's some other small towns out here. Maybe like Cumming, Georgia. I can't really see much out there. Yeah. But this is like the view that you get for out in Georgia. Like you only get maybe this, and this is like pretty scenic too. You get like a 5-minute like view, and then you go inside the canopy type stuff, the tree canopy. Kind of sucks. I just can't believe those spiders, man. Those things were gnarly. Ugh. Those things were gnarly. Hate those things. Oh, whoa. Well, I was going to show you guys the shelter. Looks like, but I did film it off camera. So I will give you guys a short video, possibly like next week. I really don't spend a whole lot of time on those short videos. Maybe like just a couple of minutes. I'll add some text, maybe some music, but I don't spend a whole lot of time on those. I'm working on a couple videos. I'm working on some alcohol videos, alcohol stoves, and then working on the Camp King tent, the one that Jennifer is gonna be rocking, and then I got a couple other like batteries that I'm gonna display, and then eventually I'm gonna be showing the bird, me saving a bird out of a toilet when I was out in Montana. With spiders like that, I say forget the view, get inside the safety of the duplex. For real, Josh. That's something that just doesn't happen in Colorado. I love it. What, walking in the morning or spiders or views? I'm hoping to see more videos of out west. I know. I'm working on, I feel like I'm like going in 18 directions plus, I do work. Until I said, gotta hit the gym, gotta sleep, eat food, you know. But I promise I'll post at least short videos. I'll probably post one tomorrow. I don't know of what. I got like a couple that are already pre-made. And I just gotta go ahead and hit. Walking into the spiders it's a thing. One time when I was backpacking, where was it? I was backpacking on the Foothills Trail. I was doing a through hike solo, and a hurricane just came by, and it shut the trail down for 2 weeks. No one was on the trail. They shut it down because all the trees and blow down. Well, you know who the first person was? Me. I had the week off, and I'm like, I'm doing this because this is what I planned for, and I don't care if there was a hurricane or not. And I ended up hiking it, and I was walking like this 90% of the time, all day, every day, with my trekking poles, just cutting down the webs. I felt like Deadpool, like with his little things, and I was just kind of like showing off like how cool it was. But at a certain point, you just kind of get tired, and it sucked. It was like a 4-day, 80 miles. It was long. Ah, something just flew in my eye. But you get views out there too. Out there, I thought I saw something. There's a car light, it looks like, out there in the distance. Unless it was, probably can't see any fire out here. You can hear some owls. Saw something down there, which was a light, which is odd to me, like in this area, because there shouldn't be. This is all Appalachian Trail area. There shouldn't be anything in that direction. Now, if you go in that direction, you can actually see a slight change. But should be all dark right there, right there. So way out there, there's stuff, but not over there. And that's where I saw almost like an orange light. Oh, you know what? I bet they are just cars. So I see some more lights over there. Yeah, probably this. Maybe there is a trail over there. Maybe not a trail, but a road. I don't know. Who knows? Who really knows? Well, I'm gonna grab my tea over here. Noodles, you want to say anything about your channel? It's definitely cool. How long have you been recording for? Making videos? Okay. Daddy long legs right there. I don't get scared of those ones. I mean, I don't want them in my... Oh, look at that freaking thing. That's another thing I don't like about backpacking. Like in this heat, there's just a lot more critters out here. You know, I ran into 3 frogs. 3 frogs. Just walking on the trail. Cheers, everyone. Does anyone have any backpacking trips or camping trips coming up soon? Where's the flash? Here we go. Ooh. It just tastes good. Cooled off a little bit. I'm really liking the size of this cup. I like the smaller ones. I just don't think it's going to perform as well, to be honest. Mm-hmm. It's like a perfect cup for just drinking. That tea hit the spot, though. Kind of loud. Quiet, but it's loud with all the little crickets, whatever insect sound that is. They're loud. They were loud last week too. School has started. No camping for us until October. I haven't seen a frog in like years. I guess you just gotta walk on the Appalachian Trail, dodge the spiders, and pretty much have no view, and you can find frogs out here all that you want. It's getting kind of late. I think I'm gonna crawl into bed. I'm gonna wake up at a decent hour. Let's just see what the battery life is at. Okay, 43%, which is good. So it lasted for let's look at the time. So this has been streaming for almost 2 hours, which is pretty amazing that we still have. Yeah, I'm calling it a day. Yeah, same here. T is late. It's I've been up, and I didn't really sleep that well last night. And now I got spiders all over. Oh, let me go ahead and film the overall. Well, it's getting kind of late, so I'm gonna sign off. And hope everyone had a great Friday. It was nice hanging out with y'all. Always a pleasure. I always enjoy talking to you, to everyone. And yeah, we saw some freaking spiders, some scary spiders, and it's part of backpacking. Tomorrow morning, I'm hoping to get some good views, and yeah, so maybe I'll see you guys in the morning, maybe not. If not, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and yeah, make sure you also subscribe to Noodles, okay? That'd be really cool. I like that. That'd be really cool. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching me mess up and make a lot of mistakes. I'm just thinking about it right now. Like, ah. So I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna sign off. Pack up everything. Go into my tent. Well, hammock. And avoid the spiders. So I'll see you guys later. See you next time. Night, y'all. Yes, and